everyone and welcome back to my channel. On today's video I'm going to show you how to make a dough base which is called Tangzong, I guess. It's a Japanese base. It makes any dough so fluffy and so soft, and I'm going to make with it some fluffy milk dinner rolls. And basically you can add this base to any dough you want, maybe some cinnamon rolls, dinner rolls, brioche bread, anything. As usual, all the measurements and the ingredients will be listed down below the video in the description box. Don't forget to follow me on social media and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Now, let's start. Now, to make the base, I'm gonna need only two ingredients, which are flour and water. So from these two ingredients, you'll know that it's very simple and easy, but the result that we're gonna get is amazing. It's gonna make our bread so fluffy and soft. So the ratio for these two ingredients are 3 tablespoons of flour, each tablespoon is about 20 grams, for 1/3 of a cup of water. So if you want to make a big batch of dough, you can simply double these ingredients and you're good to go. So it depends on how much dough you want to make. Now to start making the base, all I'm going to do is to put these two ingredients in a pot. First I'm going to put the water and the flour before putting it on heat. So I'm gonna mix these two ingredients together. Of course the water must be cold, otherwise you'll have lumps of flour. So just mix it very well until all the flour is dissolved in the water. And after that I'm gonna put it on heat, and the mixture will thicken and it will be just like a custard. And when this mixture thickens, the substance inside will be like gelatin, and these substances will make our bread fluffy and soft. It will be amazing. Now I transferred the pot on my stove top. It's on medium heat, and I'm gonna continue to stir until the mixture starts to thicken. So as you can see here, it's nice and thick, and that's exactly how I want it. I'm just gonna pour it in a plate, cover it with a cling film, and let the cling film touch the surface so that it doesn't form a layer on top. Now I'm gonna move on to the other ingredients that I'm gonna use to prepare the dinner rolls. I'm gonna need some warm water, milk, yeast, some salt, an egg, of course some sugar, all-purpose flour, and my base, the Tangzong. I let it cool at room temperature. And finally, I'm gonna need some melted butter. So first, I'm gonna start by activating the yeast. So in the warm water, I added some sugar, maybe about half a teaspoon. Then I'm gonna add the yeast. I'm gonna mix very well until everything is well combined and the yeast is dissolved in the water. Mix it very well and then set it aside for about 5 minutes until the yeast activates. Meanwhile, I'm gonna add all my ingredients to my stand mixer. I'm using some all-purpose flour. I'm gonna add the sugar, it's gonna be a sweet bread, some salt, the whole milk, the melted butter. I'm also gonna crack 1 egg. Now the water and the yeast mixture has been sitting for about 5 minutes. And finally, I'm gonna add the base. It's been cooled at room temperature. Add it all in. Now all I'm gonna do is to mix all these ingredients together until I have a very smooth and soft ball of dough. Now the base that we made at the beginning of the video can be used in so many different recipes. You can add it to your cinnamon roll dough, toast bread, to your pizza dough, also add it to your Nutella bread, and it's gonna make it very fluffy. Your donuts dough, paparotti, basically any dough. And all these recipes that I mentioned earlier, I have them on my channel. I'm gonna put all the links down below the video in the description box, so go and check it out. Now my dough is perfectly kneaded and everything is well combined. I have a very smooth and soft dough. It's a little bit sticky, that's what I want, because I don't want a very dry dough. So that's perfect. I'm just gonna knead it into a bowl. It doesn't have to be perfect. And I'm gonna let it proof in the same bowl. So I added some oil, and then I'm gonna put the dough, make sure that it's oiled from all sides so that it doesn't dry out while rising. Then I'm gonna cover it, let it rest for about 1.5 hours in a warm place. And here is my dough after proofing for about 1.5 hours. It's perfect, it's doubled in size, and it's all airy and fluffy. I'm gonna put it on my working surface. You don't have to put flour. Then I'm gonna cut it into 4 equal parts. Then each part I'm gonna cut it into 4 equal pieces. So you wanna have about 16 equal pieces from this dough. To me, I think that it's perfect size. So here I'm just brushing my baking dish with some vegetable oil. You can brush it with some melted butter. I'm gonna start forming the rolls. Just roll it until you have a cylindrical shape and press tightly on the edges so that it closes, and place it in your baking dish. That's looking very good. So I'm gonna continue to do the same until I finish all of my rolls. Now I'm gonna cover it again and let it rise again in a warm place for about half an hour until the dough is doubled in size. So as you can see here, the pieces of dough is doubled in size. It's looking perfect. I have here an egg. I beat it very well and I added to it some vanilla extract. And I'm gonna brush the top with this mixture. It's gonna give me a very nice color. At this point, make sure that your oven is preheated at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. It's about 180 Celsius, and I'm gonna bake it for about 30 minutes. And this is how it looks like when it's out of the oven. The smell is amazing. Of course, you wanna let it cool a little bit before you cut into it. The dinner rolls were so soft. Amazing. The smell was very good. And look at the fluffiness. And when I press on the roll, look at that. It springs back. It's really amazing. It's soft, it's fluffy. You can eat it with honey, with chocolate spread. You can stuff it with whatever you want. Just use the base, the Tangzong, with whatever dough you want, and it will give you the best result ever. Please give it a try, send me pictures. I love to see what you make. And that was it for today's video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. And I also hope that you liked this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'm gonna see you soon in another video. Bye!